This is Steampunk Stories and ABBAStreet.com, and this is Star Wars The Force Awakens movie review. Let me light up. Anyway, I'm here in downtown Hollywood at an undisclosed location. What better appropriate place to have a movie review about the new Star Wars movie The Force Awakens? I must say that about this movie, I am mildly disappointed, very mildly disappointed. I mean, they kind of overhyped the movie. Um, Abrams, you could see his influence on the movie and his different directing style from George Lucas. He's using lens flare. He's shooting from scene to scene with not much transition in between. I would have loved to have taken in the atmosphere of Jakku a little bit more, but the movie is much faster paced than that. That's not to say that some of the characters weren't great, like Poe Dameron, BB-8, and Rey. Um, but I do have to say that I am disappointed. I will say that this is my fifth favorite Star Wars movie. My favorite being Empire Strikes Back, my second favorite being Revenge of the Sith, and my third favorite being the original Star Wars, and my fourth favorite being Return of the Jedi. And I would say that this movie falls in fifth place with Attack of the Clones closely behind it. Because Attack of the Clones had a lot of really good things like Yoda, Count Dooku. I love the fight between Yoda and Count Dooku. And there were some things about this that just seemed to retcon the whole Force Jedi legacy. I will say that it's interesting that Sith is mentioned one time in this movie, and but I felt Rey became a Jedi and became super powerful too fast. That she had no training. I had a little bit of issue that Luke Skywalker, aka Mark Hamill, he only appears in a cameo at the end of the film. Well, partly in a vision. Also, he appears in a vision that Rey has. You see his robotic hand touch R2D2. But Luke Skywalker looks very conflicted at the end of the film, and he doesn't even have a line of dialogue. I mean, for such a pivotal original trilogy character, I would have liked to have seen at least one line of dialogue or something. There's a bit of a mystery there, and I know that that's what they're going to explain in Episode 8. I'm sure that he is a conflicted character. I'm sensing now that just based on the way they've set up the story and the expression and the emotion that Mark Hamill portrays on Luke Skywalker's face, he is possibly conflicted with the dark side and the light side of the Force. Feels guilty for Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren, turning to the dark side. And I don't know. Supreme Leader Snoke is still a big mystery. He's not really explained other than he turned Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren, to the dark side of the Force, rebelled against Luke Skywalker's Jedi Academy. Oh, they do mention a New Republic. So it is New Republic versus the First Order, which I found interesting. It's not just the Resistance. The Resistance is, I guess, like the military wing of the New Republic. So there were some things about it that I really liked. They were really good. There was a massive plot hole at the end of the movie. They're blowing up Starkiller Base. And how does Kylo Ren, let alone Rey, and all the characters get away, from such a massive explosion without dying? I wish, man, if I'm still recovering from sickness, my voice is still kind of hoarse. But I feel like I need to do this movie review while it's fresh on my mind. And I'm going to continue forward. And so they're very vague about explanations, and I understand why, because they want to maintain the mystery. But Starkiller Base blowing up at the end, and why did none of those people die? How are you going to be able to get away from a planet-sized explosion that quickly? I had a little bit of a problem with, but overall, I would still give the movie um, I'd give it an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. It was still highly entertaining, and it felt like Star Wars. You can see Lawrence Kasdan's influence in the writing, but you could see Abrams' influence as well. I mean, Abrams came to prominence at an early age as a director, and he's kind of gotten lazy. He does movies time and time again with massive plot holes, and it's like, meh, so what? That's kind of what I feel about Abrams' directing style, which is why I am delighted that he's not doing Star Wars Episode 8. And I expect more explanations. And was it just me, or did Supreme Leader Snoke kind of look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings? I have a conspiracy theory. What if Supreme Leader Snoke is Gollum from Lord of the Rings? And what if he's like, I sense a disturbance in the Force. The Force is precious. It's mine. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if it was just me, but he looked a little bit too much like Gollum. And no explanation. The expanded universe version of Darth Plagueis has been thrown out. But what is canon about Darth Plagueis is this description given to him by Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith. So, Darth Plagueis could be any alien race and look like any description. We no longer have the expanded universe to follow anymore. So, I still wonder if Darth Plagueis is Supreme Leader Snoke or vice versa. But, and the mystery will remain until the next film or the film after that. There were a lot of things I liked about it. I really liked Poe Dameron. I really liked BB-8. I love the planet Jakku, a shipwrecked planet. I love the new Stormtrooper armor. I love Kylo Ren's look. I thought it was tragic that Han Solo died in this film, but it's understandable. You know, he would sacrifice himself trying to turn his son back to the light, and failed in doing so. And the rumor is that off camera, Harrison Ford would not agree to do another Star Wars film unless they killed off his character. So, and Abrams was okay with that, where Lucas was not. So, you know, it's a little bit of a mixed bag, but it was still a good film. I won't say it's a great film. It echoes the original movie a little bit too much. You know, there's a weakness in the exhaust port. Let's bomb it away, blow up the super weapon. It's like Death Star 2.0. And because in Return of the Jedi, it was just basically rebuilding the same Death Star with the same technology. So, I don't know. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. There were a few surprises. Like Kylo Ren's not even, or not Kylo Ren, I mean the Finn is not even Force sensitive. He picks up the lightsaber, fights Kylo Ren, but gets easily beaten. And it's Rey who's going to follow the story arc that Luke Skywalker had in the original trilogy. She is going to be the new main focus as the new Jedi. And who are Rey's parents? Originally, it was rumored that she was the daughter of Princess Leia and Han Solo, but, you know, Han Solo didn't even seem to recognize her or acknowledge her. So, although Princess Leia hugged her, so it makes me wonder, I don't know. I have another joke conspiracy theory on that. What if Rey is the daughter of Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia? Because, you know, in Star Wars, incest is best, and that's how Star Wars won the West. Because, you know, Luke Skywalker French kissed Princess Leia, his sister. Of course, that was before they knew they were brother and sister. But anyway, this is a Steampunk Star Rays and movie review. This is Steampunk Star Rays and out. You have a nice day. See you 25 billion years. I will.